ha hee ha hee ha. Do do hee 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 ha hee ha hee ha. Do do. Should say I don't have pretty privilege and that sucks. Dude, that sucks. Let's see if she's spitting something. Cause okay.
That enters my mind a lot, unfortunately. And I wanted to speak about it honestly somewhere because I feel like it's not popular to address it honestly. The subject that I'm talking about, if you saw the title of this video, is pretty privilege. And for anybody who doesn't know, the concept of pretty privilege is that you basically get treated better in life the more attractive you are. I think I've always been aware that it's out there. I've always been aware that, people, specifically women, can use their looks as currency as they move through a patriarchal society. They can use it to get better mates. They can use it to get better jobs. They can use it to get jobs that regular looking women, I hate that I said females, who I think I am. Regular looking women could never.
I hate that you said females. What are you? Okay.
Forget. Like
We're already started off a little weird, I see.
Hostess at an upscale club or, things of that nature. It didn't really bother me until I got a little older and I started to take stock of different things that I didn't have in my life, which I think we do all the time. People compare themselves to other people. It happens. And I started to just think about all the things in my life that probably would have been a little bit easier if I had some pretty privilege.
So you all here complaining. That's what you all here doing. You all here complaining. Of course that's what you doing.
So I want to make something clear before I go forward. I am not at all saying in this video that I find myself unattractive. I actually think of myself as a okay looking person, and I can really dial it up when necessary. Here, by the way.
Yo, dialing it up is faking a persona. Yo, dialing it up is throwing some makeup on, catfishing the world. That's your dialing it up. That's your dialing it up. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Oof, oof, oof. Oof, oof, oof. You first started with you're just an okay woman, and then you said you can dial it up. I think you're a pretty insecure woman, female, whatever you want to be called. I think I'm sensing a lot of insecurity going on here, man. You got the fake face to the right of you. What's going on?
Is a picture of me celebrating money.
Why did we even have to see this picture of you? If you believe that you can dial it up, then just believe that. Why do you gotta show us that? Get to the point of the fucking vid. You talking about you complaining that your life wasn't easy without these privileges, huh?
Recent birthday. But pretty privilege is not something that you yourself can decide that you have, if that makes sense. Like a lot of privileges, it's something that society just gives you.
Duh.
Based on what the systems of society already are, like before you even got there. So no matter how confident I might be, no matter how much I might spend on a certain type of wig or a certain makeup application style,
you're not confident if you're spending a certain amount of money on this makeup bullshit and shit like that. What are you talking about? To alter your motherfucking face? You're not sounding too confident to me, miss. I don't even know your name. I'm motherfucking call you. We gonna call her Bree. Bree. You look like a Bree. Miss Bree.
I'm never gonna have pretty privilege. And it does bother me, and I want it to be.
It bothers you. Oh boy. Just imagine.
I think so often, especially with black women, we're told to just, keep your head up, sis. Don't drop your crown, sis. Oh no, not you, sis. You strong. You beautiful. You. But because of that, there's really no space sometimes just to say, ouch, like that hurts my feelings.
It hurts your feelings. I'm gonna stop pausing while she talking. Hold on. Let me listen.
Dot. And especially for something as superficial as just the way that I look. So I wanted to take a moment in this video and talk about my experience in life, not having pretty privilege.
Let me hear these experiences.
And I really made this video for anybody that feels the same way. I know I'm not the only person. I've read articles online and I've seen comment sections where I know I'm not the only person. However, I know that YouTube.
Congrats, chat. That's the first part of her validation. Is that she finally realized she's not the only person. Well, obviously, ma'am. Obviously, there's gonna be similarities with a lot of people. Why do people be thinking that they're the only people going through something? It's crazy.
About pretty privilege are just people breaking down what it is. Or people saying, hey, you may not feel like you have pretty privilege, but you do. I'm not going to do that here. I'm just going to be honest about my experiences.
And more than likely, even without her thinking she don't, I mean, thinking she don't, she probably done used them privileges. Probably did it without her thinking, oh, that was a privilege of me being pretty.
Yeah. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to pretty privilege is I want to talk about just the different things I noticed that really started to bother me that I'd never experienced just as a woman because I don't have pretty privilege. So I showed you guys that picture earlier of me on my birthday. And
she loved this picture. She loves this picture. Yes, we remember the picture you pulled up on the screen already. Why are you showing it to us for the second time? 2 times now? Like we forgot the makeup face? We didn't forget the makeup face. You're sitting right here in front of us.
And that picture is important to me because that picture kind of set off this.
I bet it is important to you. I bet you love it.
Whole idea of wanting to make this video. I never before really participated in any of these stereotypical rituals of going out and dressing up a certain way. And that's because I discovered at a really young age that when I'm at the club, I'm going to be paying for my own drinks. I was not the type of woman.
So you was mad that nobody offered to pay for a fucking drink? That's what you're telling me? Wow. Hold on there, bud. Hold on there, man. Hey, man. Them niggas out there, y'all start getting mad because bitches ain't trying to pay for y'all drinks, man. Hey, y'all start getting pissed. I see why now. I see why now. Y'all can get pissed now. I understand. Bitches ain't buying y'all drinks. Get pissed. She pissed. Gonna get pissed.
That men would fight over, that men would really even approach. So early in my life, I was like 22, 23, and for sure at 25, I decided I wasn't going to go out anymore.
And then you said you wouldn't even go into you said you wasn't even one of those girls. But then you tried it, though. You went out there and tried it. You always ain't one of those girls. But y'all still want to go do some shit. Still want to go. That don't even make sense. You just said you ain't even one of those girls. But you learned early because nobody was buying you drinks. You wanted to be one of those girls. You wanted it. You wanted to be in a club every night. It just ain't go your way, so you couldn't.
So all of my outings, all of my fun, like let's get...
You wanted to have fun. Your fun was just going to the club getting hit up by niggas. That's your fun. Your fun is going getting attention by other niggas. Instead of just finding somebody who give you just attention, you want to get attention by plenty niggas. How to buy you drinks. That's your fun. Club.
Together, all of those things happened at bars and pubs. a lot of the times places where I knew that nobody who I would be attracted to would be there. And I did that as a defense mechanism, right? I knew if I dress up and I go out to a certain place and I'm ignored, it's going to hurt my feelings. So I didn't want to do that. However, for this birthday, I decided, you know what? I've been watching YouTube tutorials for years. I'm going to lay a lace front wig. I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to get a dress off of Fashion Nova. Whatever you feel about Fashion Nova, trust me, I feel it too. I have thoughts. But
So you mean to tell me that you been premeditating this shit for years just to post that one picture? You've been premeditating all this shit. Let me retransform my face with the makeup and the lace front and all this bullshit. You've been thinking about this shit for years. Just so you could talk about how all this attention you got from that picture shows that you don't have pretty privilege. Okay.
outside of the clothing that they make that is meant to accentuate unrealistic body types, they have some beautiful and very well priced things as well. So I'll just say I'm not a huge fashion person. I don't have a lot of disposable income. I know there's places out there that I can shop and but for me,
bro, what are you talking about? Why are you telling us about Fashion Nova? Oh my gosh. Bro, this can't be what I'm listening to. I didn't know the video was gonna be this terrible just 5 minutes in. I really didn't. I really thought this shit was gonna be telling me some shit. But this ain't even a sponsor. This not even your sponsor. What are you doing? You're just talking, chatting. Just chatting. I don't care about your income. I don't care about none of that. I'm trying to hear them experiences that made you feel so that you didn't have this pretty privilege.
I went to them and I got this gorgeous dress. I'm gonna show here.
Why? No, this is some... Ma'am, I see you in my face. Stop showing me these pictures that you done took for these, that you've been wanting to take for these past couple years that you didn't have the courage to do because you felt so insecure. So you had to go transform your face with all this makeup bullshit. Please stop. I'm getting pissed. You still look the same. Dog shit. Come on. What is up with you?
Loved it. It fit the theme.
You ain't even getting to your point. And then you bring out some fucking Zodiac shit. Oh my gosh. Oh, this video is terrible. This is as terrible as it can get. Ain't no way you just brought out some Zodiac shit.
And yeah, I felt really pretty that night. And I remember walking into the restaurant just feeling like, and my friend...
You felt pretty? That's because you threw on some artificial bullshit. You put a whole bunch of shit over your face. Thought you was in this fantasy world. This is how I want to look. And whole time you look the same. You look the same. You look terrible.
Even got me like a little frown. And I remember walking into the restaurant.
Another picture.
Like,
y'all keep the count to the pictures. Keep the count to the pictures. Like we don't see this woman in our face.
Oh my gosh. If anybody is gonna notice me, it's gonna be tonight wearing this. I walked in and there was a group of guys sitting down at a table. All guys looked like they were single guys. You can never tell, but they were around my age, so mid-30s, early 30s. And I walked in and not a single person turned around to make eye contact with me. Nobody budged.
Was I supposed to? Like, damn. Because you throw on this bullshit makeup, this artificial hair, and a dress, you just think niggas supposed to turn their head and break their fucking neck.
I was looking kind of around the restaurant. You know, like you feel really pretty, so you're kind of looking just to see if anybody's, all eyes on me, that kind of thing. And nobody's eyes were on me. Nobody cared. And so I immediately humbled myself, and I was like, okay, well, maybe people are just trying to eat. You know, maybe these guys, I think that they're single guys and they're around my age, but maybe actually they're dads who get this one night out a week and they have wives at home and they're just not worried about me like that. Okay, cool. I will take all of my expectations and push them down, right?
Please.
My friend walks in a little bit later. She's definitely lighter skinned. She is half Creole, Haitian, half white. And I actually, when I first saw her, I didn't even know she identified in any way as black. Like there was no way for me to tell. I didn't see it at all. But she was like, oh yeah, I'm black. You know, she's of mixed race. And she dyes her hair blonde, or either it's naturally blonde. So it's tough to kind of be able to phenotypically say, oh, that's a black girl. Like she definitely is somebody who I actually thought she was Hispanic.
Okay, I get it. I totally understand. You're jealous of your friend because she's a lighter skin than you. She probably get hit on way more than you. Oh my gosh, your friend gets all this attention because of her skin color. Oh, and her hair is different than your texture. You got a different texture hair, so then the guys, they ain't looking your way because hers is automatically probably curly and you thought she was Hispanic. Oh my gosh, we totally get it. So you wanted to be her friend so you can continuously be jealous and insecure her, and you thought by being with her that it was going to attract attention towards you because the attention she's getting. Yeah, we get it. We understand this whole little consumption in your head. We understand. We get it. We get it. No, them guys definitely wasn't finna look at you. No, they wasn't. You had to go to a different place. And maybe some of them guys was gonna look at you. But you ain't just finna walk into one place and just think, oh, every guy just supposed to look at you. What the fuck? Can somebody tell me who is this? Who is Bree? Miss Bree? Who are you? Come on. What?
Married to a Mexican man, but I thought she was Hispanic. She also has a decent sized chest, and she walked in and she had the girls out and, you know, just her natural face, and she had her hair up in this beautiful ponytail. All those men that I, like 5 minutes before, had...
You see how she didn't even have no makeup on? She had her natural face, you just said. You see that? You see how? You see that? You see that? You ain't even taking notes from your friend. Take notes. Let's keep going.
Like, oh, they're busy. That's why they didn't look at me. They were like...
And that just pissed her off. And that's your friend? You pissed that your friend is having people look at them? That made you upset because you didn't get the same looks that your friend got? I don't think that's your friend. You sure that's a friend? Your friends is crazy.
All eyes were on her. Not even the dudes. There were people in booths. There were people, like, everybody turned to look at this girl. And I said, there it is. There's pretty privilege. The ability to walk into a room and know you didn't waste one bit of makeup, one, hair roller, you didn't waste it. You're going to go out and people are going to notice. And she actually met her husband.
So that is your thing. That the pretty privilege is the bitches that is naturally pretty. I mean, makes sense. Sadly, that's not the case. Pretty privilege is happening to bitches just like you. That's why you're so infatuated with that picture. Did you not realize that? That's why when you posted it, you was like, oh, I'm getting all this attention. Let me go out. Oh, you thought because social media, all the horny guys on social media, because they was horned out, liking and putting hard eyes and shit, you thought that you was going to get the same attention in person. That's what you was thinking. But you got it too. Don't sit here and try to downplay your privilege like you ain't get it. That little motherfucking, what is it, dopamine you got from that attention off your Instagram? Yeah. That was a privilege.
I have a lot of friends who aren't married. And they, unlike me, they still think they're going to get married. No shade at all to them, but I know, like, the likelihood of me getting married is so low that I don't even ask. I used to ask people, well, how did you meet your husband? I don't even ask anymore.
This is damn near the worst friend you could ever have. If this was the friend you got like this, just run away from her. Just run. Just run. This bitch gonna ruin your life.
I was like, oh, good for you. But they all asked her. They were like, how'd you meet your husband? How'd you meet your husband? And I think she was confused because she was like it's hard, you know? And honestly, she met the dude just at a bar. He came up to talk to her, you know? Of course he did, right? So when
So why you ain't going to talk to nobody? Why do the niggas always gotta do it? And then when the niggas do it all, and then they do it all and whatever they want to do. Now he ain't doing right. Well, you wasn't doing shit for when he started. You wasn't doing shit. So why wouldn't he continue doing everything and all he want to do? That's what he was doing when he met you, doing everything and all he wanted to do.
experienced that event, I was like, wow, you know, I'm still not good enough, even all dressed up like this. Then I went out to a lounge a little bit later, walked in, nobody made eye contact with me. Men have always sort of regarded me as, oh, she's there, and kept it moving. And it didn't change.
Hey, just think about how many men is there. Think about that. You ain't talking about motherfucking niggas that can get that type of privilege. You only talking about bitches. So just think about all the niggas. Just think about all the niggas. They just there. Think about that. She don't think about that.
Just because I had dressed myself up, I'd finally done everything a girl is supposed to do, right? And I still wasn't good enough. So I came home and I had a great night out with friends, but my heart was also, I was hurting because I was like, I'm always going to be invisible, even if I try, you know? So
that was you trying, girl.
And started looking for pretty privilege. And that's how I found out that there are videos out there. There are videos out there with people that have a much different perspective. And then there was a video of a TikTok trend. This girl was like, oh, I'll just show it to you.
Tell me you have pretty privilege without actually telling me that you have pretty privilege. I'll start us off. I don't get ID'd.
So yeah, so after sharing her story about not getting ID'd, which by the way, I've gotten kicked out of the Apple store before because someone thought that my driver's license was not my actual driver's license.
Maybe you just didn't look the same if you out there wearing plenty makeup and shit like that. Have you ever thought of that? If you out there caked up with plenty makeup and your ID looking totally different, or you damn near took your ID 3-4 years ago and you done had a dramatic change. Maybe it didn't look correctly. Getting kicked out is excessive though. You know, it's just the Apple store, but I know for sure the cops definitely told me, this doesn't look like you, and asked me some questions like, man, I barely know shit on my ID. Ask me something about myself. Don't ask me no ID number. Who the fuck knows an ID number? Yeah. So come on, I ain't. The shit happens. If you don't look the same, you don't look the same. Don't sit here and say, oh, that's some pretty privilege, because they ain't gonna ID you. It is what it is, woman.
They were right. You know, I've been removed from clubs when I was underage. Like, once I was at a club in D.C.
Now, they do get pretty privileged at them clubs, though.
They found out
that's what a club is. What is bitches going there to do?
Black girl, and I was with two white girls, and the white girl turned around to me and she goes,
it was a black club. That's why she thought I was their kid. Oh, okay. But yeah, what do you think club they would think you go out there and do? Y'all ass go out there motherfucking using y'all pretty bullshit. Let me get in free. If you don't get in free, let me get free drinks. Let me just sit next to this guy. Whatever happens there. Crazy fucking thoughts.
I thought we'd be I thought they'd let us stay in there because we were with you. And I just looked at her and I said, that's how it goes for me. Like, I don't get special treatment.
That's how it goes for me. I'm just living in a normal world where that's what life is. People treat you like a normal human being. Some people say yes, some people say no. Yeah, that's how it goes for me. Oh my gosh, this is cruel. can't believe it. Who can manage this? Who can manage just living life where they gotta pay everything, where they can't just motherfucking walk and get something for free, or they can't just who can live like that? Who can live life like that? This shit is crazy. Oh my gosh, she has it fucking tough. She gotta motherfucking like buy some motherfucking like clothes and like make more, buy hair and make her hair different. Like this is crazy. Tough world. I would never want to be in that type of world.
And when I saw the video that this kid made, it made me, I swear to God, I had like secondary trauma just from watching it, and just thinking back at all the times that I've had terrible times in nightclubs because people are very, very clear with me, you are not special. And then people started adding on to her
trauma,
right? They started telling their
crazy
stories, you know. Oh, when I go out, you know, I never have to pay for drinks, or guys always buy my drinks and my friends' drinks, so my friends know when they go out with me, they're drinking for free. There were girls who were talking about, oh, well, when I go out, when I'm on social media, I constantly wake up with money in my Venmo and in my Cash App because dudes are just sending me money. I really was bothered by that because every guy...
Why are you bothered by that? I'm bothered by it too. These niggas is crazy. Why are y'all splurging on these bitches? You see, this is what I'm bothered by. I can tell we not bothered by the same reason. These niggas is spending this money, making these bitches' egos this fucking high, and now it got a woman like you thinking that you got to now have this high ass ego and do all this bullshit and receive money because of niggas like that doing it in the first place. Because nobody should be thinking that they should be just waking up, receiving money. That shit is bullshit. Unless you're working. If you're working, then cool. But if you're talking about you motherfucking getting something by a nigga that's limping, that is a fucking problem. What's up with that? And now you, Bree, you out here thinking that you deserve that too. That you just should wake up with money. You don't gotta work a day in your life. That shit is nonsense. That's crazy.
I have ever met, I always feel like he's the bottom of the barrel when it comes to money. And let me tell you something. I grew up...
And now every nigga you ever met is the bottom of the barrel?
Very well taken care of. So I'm always... I talked about it in my Saweetie and Quavo video, and if you haven't seen it...
No, I don't.
I'm
haven't seen it.
Going to be suspicious of transactional relationships where, you know, I never expect a man to just take me on a shopping spree. I never expect... I'm actually very giving. I'm very, you know... I always make sure I'm employed. I have, you know, when I was young, I would refuse to even get in a relationship with a dude unless I was working a full-time job. Like, that's how hard I am on myself about bringing something to the table. But
she's supposed to do.
That just...
That's what normal relationships supposed to happen, you know. That's y'all should be employed before y'all, you know, even know each other. Then find out about each other. That's, you know, you shouldn't be living day to day unemployed. I mean, but okay. That's something that's a big accomplishment. That's just out of the ordinary, I guess. It's out of the ordinary. That's what I guess.
Wake up in the morning and go check their social media accounts, and there's thousands of dollars in there just because they're pretty.
You better stop thinking that it's just because they pretty, because $1,000 is far-fetched for just because they're pretty. I don't know, man. Some of them... It's OnlyFans out now and shit. They be sucking dick. Don't sit there and try it. Some of them be on their prostitution. It's crazy.
So I saw all of that stuff and I was like, I want to talk about my life, just not having pretty privilege, and like I want to be honest about some of the things that I've experienced. Because
let's get us another experience.
So I mentioned my dating a little bit, how I always kind of find dudes that are not willing to spend the money, or they don't have the money.
Wow.
And while I do think part of that is because I'm uncomfortable with transactional relationships, I think another part of that is because
they're not able to spend the money.
High earners, they consider themselves to be high value men. They're looking for high value women. This is why someone like Lori Harvey or Sierra or even a Cassie, they're not role models to me, and they never were. I know, like when Sierra got with Russell, there was all this talk about, oh girl, what prayer did you pray? What prayer? I could sit up here all day.
Why is you sitting here and looking at these celebrities trying to find role models anyway? Why is that the case? You should be your own role model. That's your problem right there. You just hit a fucking stump right there. Bree, it's about 20 more minutes in this video, and I'm really getting, like, I'm getting a headache. You making me mad, Bree. That ain't even your name, but Bree. You're making me mad. Like that on Lori Harvey, whoever else you said. Who else did you say? Lori Harvey, Sierra. Talking about those ain't role models. Why is you worried about they fucking life? What the hell? Just look at the pictures since you're following them, because you don't gotta follow them. Just look at the shit. Scroll past it. It doesn't matter about their fucking life. You talking about your life.
Cassie, they talk about, oh girl, what prayer did you pray? What prayer? I could sit up here all day. I could live 24 hours a day in a convent just praying to Jesus. Please. I honestly believe that there are certain levels in society, and certain men at certain levels are looking for a certain type of woman.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. We just cracked the code in the new world. I guess she didn't know it. But she didn't realize it. I'm understanding now. Maybe this video was just for her to understand something. Because, oh my gosh. I thought everybody was doing that. Ain't bitches looking for fucking on a certain level? Ain't that happening in both genders? Like, what is going on here? Ain't that obvious? Why is you speaking obvious shit?
Sierra was not just your regular schmegular girl, okay? She's not a 7th grade English teacher from, nowhere city, the United States.
Why do you want this rapper Russell Wilson or Russell Wilson ain't even a rapper, he's a football player, but what are you talking about? What are you talking about? She was just a regular, she wasn't no regular schmegular. What do that even matter? Why do you want this, her motherfucking people who came and got her, motherfucking got together with her? Why do you want them type of people to come get you? That ain't finna happen. Find somebody else. Stop going to the bars and club. You ain't gonna find them there. What are you talking about? Stop looking.
Being honest, Sierra is gorgeous. She's 5'10". She's a model. She is a Grammy-winning or Grammy-nominated recording star. I'm not sure if she has a Grammy, but she's a recording star.
You just chatting. You just be chatting. You chatting. That's why you don't know. You just talking. Get to your point.
Russell even said, I found her and I knew I wanted her when I saw that Ride video that she made. So he connected with her because she was starring in her own music video. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Sierra's not a regular person. So whenever anybody says, oh, what prayer did you pray? I'm like, there are women living on that Sierra level. Like, there are women who are able to get that kind of man. It's not me, because I don't have that kind of privilege, but it's happening.
Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure you just told me that Russell Wilson just said he wanted her once he seen her on that Ride video. Obviously, you ain't on that level because you're not a fucking singer. Obviously, that's not your lifestyle. What the fuck? Like, how? Yeah, this is crazy.
Same thing with Lori Harvey.
So that's why they ain't your role models, because they motherfucking did something successful to put spotlight on them or whatever they did to get some spotlight. You still, this is still a role models topic. This is why you bringing these people up. Remember that, because of some damn role models. How old is you? I could have sworn she said she was doing the clubbing shit at 22. So how fucking old are you? And you talking about role models? Girl. Now you too damn old if I'm doing my math correctly. And then you saying you already know you ain't finna get married and shit. If I'm doing my math correctly, girl.
I will admit when a woman is beautiful. I'm not a jealous person.
You is a jealous bitch. What are you talking about? Oh, and you're in denial. You can't even admit that you're jealous. You jealous of your best friend or whatever friend that is that you just met? Because I'm pretty sure you just met her. If you that jealous of her that quick, you didn't even know she was black or whatever, da-da-da. You just wanted to hang around her because you thought she was finna get the same attention she got. You fucking goofball. You fucking bozo. Ha, 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 ha. That's what you get. Joke's on you, goofy.
Self-preservation person. So
you're not a self-preservation person. Is that what you just said?
But I am a self-preservation person. So
you know, let's look up that. Let's look up that meaning. Let's look up that meaning. The protection of oneself from harm or death, especially regarded as a basic instinct in human beings and animals. So, jealous and self-preservation. I'm trying to figure out how you trying to put together that. Because this is saying from harm or death. Jealousy ain't got nothing to do with if you motherfucking harming or killing someone. You can kill somebody out of jealousy. Yeah, she ain't even. She got me doing my detective work. It is the state of feeling. So, I'm trying to understand how you thinking these people. You know what? I ain't gonna understand. I already understand now. I ain't gonna understand. Why am I even wasting my time?
For example, I won't hang out with a certain type of person, or when I was younger, I wouldn't hang out with someone if I knew that when she goes out, guys are all over her. Because I had a friend who that was.
I will now, because my expectations are really different. But when I was younger, I wouldn't. And that's because you think somebody finna harm or death or kill you, huh? Because of the death, that's the feeling of somebody finna kill you or motherfucking harm you. If I'm using that self-preservation the way that you would say that you're not a jealous person, you're a self-preservation person. So I would say, okay, yep, delusion. You need a delusion factor.
Was the case, and when I tell you, I used to get like one time a dude stepped on my foot and hit me with his elbow to get to her. Not on purpose. He was just moving so fast, like knocked me out of the way.
You just told us it wasn't on purpose. Why are you telling? Like, why are you making it seem like somebody just beat your ass then to go talk to a girl like they was intentionally trying to harm you? That's where you learned that self-preservation from? Because somebody hit you and then you motherfucking search that up? You start thinking about that? That's how you just told us it was an accident. You know, I know somebody who motherfucking they was at a motherfucking cornfield and they got motherfucking stepped on. It wasn't intentional. It was an accident. It's a lot of people where something happens in a crowded environment where shit happens. That's what happens when you go to them crowded environments. Why would you do that? And you mean tell me you knew it was not intentional and you still trying to bring up that? All right.
It was nothing. I've been in situations where, I've had to just go sit by myself while my friend is being entertained or entertaining someone.
That's called third wheeling.
And nobody talks to me the whole night. So I don't like.
Wow. You're really selling it to me. I really understand.
Being left out. I don't like it being very, very clear that they're only talking to me because I'm with the hot one. So I would never hang out with a Lori Harvey. You know what? Let me back up. I would go with her to like get a coffee. Absolutely. I would.
You don't even know what you would do. Honestly, ma'am. I'm not finna get through this video. This is crazy. Like we can't even get through it. Because you ain't talking about nothing, and so far it's been nothing but bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give you about couple more sentences. Let me hear something because you just told me I'm not gonna hang out with Lori Harvey, even though you edited that. I will now because my expectations are really different, and all this bullshit that you want us to believe that you're lying to yourself about. You really in denial, and you pissing me off about how in denial this whole video is. But you just told us you ain't hanging out with Lori Harvey, and then you backtracked and said, well, I'm gonna get a coffee. I'm gonna get a coffee with her. And then you made sure to edit again just to make sure to say, I'ma still hang out with them bitches still now. I just wouldn't before. You jealous bitch. You jealous. Yeah, in denial. It's a lot of stuff you gotta fix right now. Well, I've been getting on your ass a lot. Let me hear some more sentences.
Go shopping in the mall. Yes. I would even go have an early dinner. So things.
Hold on. Are you complaining that people? Shut up, Snoop. I'm listening to some bullshit right now. Hold on. Are you complaining that people? Are you complaining that you're doing regular quality life things? That is normal for you to go to the mall by yourself. That is normal for you to go to a restaurant, go get some food, and eat by yourself. Everybody want to be all this motherfucking different shit. I'm feeling left out if I do this, and dog, it's normal. Just go do it. It's not this big of a deal. You go sit in your house by yourself. You ain't feeling left out. Just be by yourself. You need to be by yourself some more. It is a problem that you think that is a problem.
I would go with her to get a coffee. Absolutely. I would go shopping in the mall. Yes. I would even go have an early dinner. So things that are low pressure socially, where it's not going to be just so clear that one of us is really, really, hot and the other one isn't. Because I've been in those situations. Right?
Oh, yeah, this is even worse. You're still talking about the Lori Harvey. You're talking about, oh my gosh.
But if you don't have pretty privilege, it just feels like you're completely invisible. And I hate that. Just talking about my dating life, I do definitely feel like, as a woman who doesn't have pretty privilege, because when I go out, men aren't their red flags aren't up for me. They're not looking for me. I often am invisible.
What did this shit say? Not red flags, but radar is what I should have said. Shut up, bitch. You ain't smart in no way. You don't be thinking about shit. You're pissed that you can't find no niggas, and the niggas that you pick ain't shit. You know why? Because you trying to go out here and pick some niggas that's supposed to take care of you and all this bullshit. Stop it. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Aren't up for me. They're not looking for me. I often am invisible. I'm ignored, and I feel like it's a lot of the reason why I have such a small amount of relationship experience at my old age. It's like I'm not there. I'm the invisible woman, and I also think it's why I developed such a loud mouth. I have people all the time tell me, "Oh my God, you're so loud. You're so animated. I have to be so that I matter." One of the things that women can do when they have pretty privilege is just be there and they matter. They can just be standing there. They can do a little laugh and they're the greatest thing in the world. Whereas me, I gotta come with the jokes. I gotta come with stories. I gotta come with support.
It's a lot of people in the world that gotta come with more characteristics other than being funny. Other than being pretty. What are you talking about?
I gotta do so much more just to matter. For example, the other week I was on a plane. That's right, during this pandemic time. But I received both my vaccination shots, and everyone was wearing a mask. So, whatever. But I'm on a plane, and I was flying back to LA for something. And this guy got on the plane with me, and we had connected. And by connected, I just mean we'd been standing in the same spot.
Bro, that's what connecting mean? Oh my god. Connecting mean you just standing in the same spot. I'm not connecting with these people I'm in line with. What are you talking about? I'm not no motherfucking... What am I, an animal? You saying you sitting here thinking I don't got words to communicate? That's how I connect. I communicate my words. What are you talking about? You're talking about I'm just standing in lines. Are we animals? You fucking...
The airport a couple different times. And
that's not connecting. What a coincidence that you're seeing somebody trying to get on a flight at an airport a few times. And they're on your flight. What a coincidence. You're going to see them probably in a bagging area. You're going to see them probably in a checking area. You're going to see them probably getting their ticket scanned before you get on the flight. And oh, look at there, you might see them getting on the flight. What do you have there? You might see them at least 4 times just for going to get on a flight. And that's majority of people. You might see, you just wasn't paying attention to the other people you seen that was getting on your flight too. You was paying attention to the guy you was attracted to. That's all. The guy that caught your eye. Are you dumb? She's dumb.
And every time we'd been standing in the same spot, he didn't really look at me, didn't smile at me. Oh, by the way, I 100% feel, I'll talk about my relationship like with men, but Steve Harvey said a couple weeks ago, he's not really friendly with women unless he wants to date them. And everybody gave him such a hard time. He didn't lie. That's a lot of men. But anyway, so me and this...
That's everyone in general, you goof troop. Are you oblivious? You really forgot that's just how you said, she's there. You forgot the niggas who's, they there. You ain't even giving them that. You just forgot about them. They're just oblivious to you. It's crazy. It's like, what the fuck? You only see this one man out of 1,000. I don't know how many people be in the goddamn airport. I ain't never got on a plane. But, man, I know it's plenty. What the fuck? Just slap her all through the screen.
This guy, we had been standing in the same place a lot of the time, and he didn't really look at me, didn't smile at me, didn't give me any kind of special
He didn't want you. I'm glad you know.
And I'm sitting here, he's sitting here, he gets on after me, and he sits down next to this girl, and she had her mask on, but he's a black man, I was black. I was black. I'm black, he's black. This girl was not black. And I'm only saying that because I think
because you trying to you think motherfucking black girls don't get no love, and you think all the white girls get the love, and all the white mixed girls, whatever you want to call them, you think those girls get all the love, and you don't get no love. We already know. We seen where it was going, my guy. We seen it. You're probably a feminist. Like you said, you a Pisces. So what's that, Zodiac Warrior? Some bullshit probably. My son is the motherfucking LED lights and bullshit like that. And oh, my emotions might go off the rain that drops on the floor. All bullshit in my ears. This is crazy.
Skin black women that aren't pretty, we pay like double the tax, right?
No, you don't. No, you don't, bitch. No, you don't pay no double the fucking tax. Oh, you ain't seen double the tax. You ain't paying no double the tax. If you think you paying double the tax, ooh, I ain't gonna rage. Almost threw this bottle on this table because you don't know what double the tax is. Talking about some tax. Bitch, you're paying regular tax. Maybe not even paying tax sometimes. I done seen even people like you in my 2 eyeballs, boom, boom, getting away. Privilege. You're not gonna fool me. You just don't count it as privilege. When you got that free food or when you got that 10% discount, that was a privilege. You ain't gonna fucking fool me. You just want privileges and makeup and wigs and shit to make your motherfucking attraction look good, and you want attention privileges and drinking privileges. No. You go to them fast foods, them niggas is hitting on you, and I already know it. She thinks she fooling us. No. You go to them motherfucking tire shops, niggas trying to motherfucking give you free tires in that bitch. Dirty and all. And they own you. Come on. You just ain't looking, they oblivious to you. Them niggas are some bums to you. You damn near scared to touch them type of niggas. Like, what's up? What's up? What's up with that?
And again, I'm not saying I personally feel that way about myself. I think I look fine.
No, the fuck you don't. Stop. Where the camera? Stop it. Say it again. We gon' ooh, girl. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta get into this. We gotta break this down. You gotta come listen. Come listen. Cause you are lost up there. You gotta come listen. You gotta tap into these YouTube vids that I'll be dropping, woman. Cause you fucked up in the brain.
But based on the way I'm treated in society, I know I don't have pretty privilege. So I think darker skinned black women that don't have pretty privilege, we pay double the tax. But anyway, and by double the tax, I just mean people are already going to write you off for so many things, and I consider those write-off as taxes. So, you go into a situation for the first time and you're a woman, people might write you off. They might underestimate you. You go into the situation, you're a black woman, oh gosh, they might write you off. You're a dark-skinned black woman, now you're not even aesthetically pleasing. And then especially if you don't have pretty privilege, So I feel like I call those taxes, and I feel like the more things you have against you in a situation, the more tax you have to pay. Anyway, so he sits here, and so I sit here. He walks down a little bit further. He sits here next to this girl who is not African American. I think she was like Latina. She might have been Indian, something. She was like a lighter skinned woman, and she had like this curly hair, and she had a mask on, but you could tell from her eyes, like you could tell facial structure, you could tell she was pretty, right? So
no, I can't. What are you talking about? No, I can't. Can't tell that, actually. That's only some psychotic thing that you would think, that you would want to do, that you can tell. Because you all got these powers, But no, I can't tell, actually. I know nothing about telling that type of stuff. Actually, you got a mask on. Shit, even if you got sunglasses on, I don't know what you look like. You got a mask on, I don't know what you look like. You look like a person, that's what you look like. Girl or boy. That's why COVID fucked it up. Because it used to be, nigga got a mask on, bitch got a mask on, they sketchy. Now everybody got mask on, so now you ain't got no choice but to wear a mask. So, shit, you ain't gonna sketch me. You got me messed up. I gotta blend in with you. Huh. And got me messed up. So I don't know what she talking about. The mask, I don't see. I see sketch. I see mask. Keep my eyes peeled. That's what I see. Fuck it, what you talking about beauty and all this bullshit, airplane and all. Keep my eyes peeled.
He said nothing to me the whole day.
He shouldn't have.
He turns to her and starts making conversation.
That's his seat partner.
2 minutes, she had his job that he does, his name.
Damn, you was eavesdropping on the whole conversation? That's what people do on the plane. You ain't throw no headphones in. You can't get no headphones in. How close was you? You know the whole conversation. You know this nigga job information and name too or something. Talking about within 2 minutes you was keeping track. You fucking stalker. That's probably why you can't keep a man. You're fucking crazy. You're stalking people. You didn't even get to talk to this man and you're stalking him in the same vicinity. That's a problem. 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 Oh my gosh.
Connected on social media, and she was invited to a party in the Hollywood Hills that night.
So you knew all this? So yeah, you're a stalker, bitch. Oh my.
I lived in LA for 3.5 years. I went to a party in the Culver City Hills because I had a friend who lived there. I was never invited, and I thought about this and I said, this is the kind of thing that can happen to you in Los Angeles if you have this kind of pretty privilege. It can.
You know how many people on a daily basis don't get invited places? Not gonna lie, Mel, I'm not gonna finish your video. You got me. You got me. You got me. You got me. I got you. You done got me. You done got me. You ain't gonna get me no more. You definitely ain't. I'm through with this one. You trying to make me rage even more. And Kobe don't rage no more.